if I could have only one live quote in all of macro to do my job, what would it be? US dollar index. How many times have I said, if you want to get a lot of big things in macro right, you got to get the rate of change of the dollar right? Tomorrow, of course, is the bigger of the big days, which is the Fed's decision on whether or not they're going to cut by 25 or 50 basis points. You know, we're at max pressure is what I wrote this morning in terms of game or clock time on the Fed. Again, as you get inside the window of what they're going to say today or tomorrow. By the way, that's most likely already leaked or will be continued to be leaked throughout the day. So dollar weakening, lower lows for the 2-year yield, which is our Fed front runner, shouldn't be ironic whatsoever. If they do actually do the 50 basis points, would be an upside surprise. Again, don't forget that the market's trying to price in 25 basis points, but hoping for 50. So a lot of people have a lot of different views on this, but I'm just going to stay with the signaling process because it really would trump, pardon the pun, any personal view that I have. Don't forget that I don't go with anything that I actually fundamentally believe. I go with what the signal believes. And what the signal believes is that both Pump and Besant have been devaluing the dollar really since the economic slowdown, Quad 4, happened between February and April. The stock market crash happened, and their solution, not unlike any other Democrat or Republican administration, is to devalue the dollar. It's been happening since Nixon did it in 1971. I wrote about that this morning. There are dissimilarities and similarities all the time, but the one similar thing that both parties have in common is doing just that. They're going to ramp the deficit. There's been absolutely no addressing of that deficit problem by Scott Bessent, even though it's in his 3 arrows. If he gets upset with me, that's fine. We're friends, but if that makes us not friends because I'm telling the truth, I don't want to be your friend. You got that. You got the leaning on the Fed big time here with Pump saying that Powell's got to go big. So you got that too. And most likely, if Powell doesn't go big, they're just going to announce who's going to replace Powell, who will then say we're going to go big. So there's all that to risk manage. And again, and again, and again, what is the answer to the question on what to do next? The risk range, right?